That day, the sky over Dublin seemed to glow brighter than usual. The soft sunlight streamed through the wide glass windows, illuminating the small room where Sam Heughan sat at his oak desk. In his hand was a pen, but his gaze lingered on a framed photograph hanging quietly on the wall. It was a picture of him and his son, taken during a carefree summer picnic, both smiling so radiantly that time itself seemed to pause. A warm smile curved Sam's lips, his eyes brimming with emotion. Today was his son's birthday, the little boy he tenderly called Daddy's Sunshine. Throughout his career, Sam had portrayed countless characters, warriors, leaders, men carrying the weight of destiny. Yet none of those roles compared to the most sacred one life had given him the role of a father. That morning, after preparing a simple breakfast of golden pancakes and a bowl of fresh strawberries, his boy's favorite Sam unlocked his phone and wrote a few heartfelt lines to post online. The words appeared as though whispered from the very core of his soul. "Happy birthday, my dear boy. You are my everything. To make this day even brighter, I would love it if you could send him your sweetest wishes." Within minutes, thousands of fans across the world responded with love. They didn't just send birthday greetings, they celebrated the quiet, genuine tenderness of a father's love that Sam radiated so naturally. His son, just 8 years old, already carried striking blue eyes, mirroring his father's, and a smile so pure it melted every heart. Though born into fame's shadow, the boy was raised by Sam with humility and simplicity. Often Sam would remind him, "Fame may give you light, but your true worth must come from your heart and your kindness." The boy understood. He loved drawing, reading fairy tales, and most of all, cooking simple meals alongside his father. For this birthday, Sam had quietly arranged a surprise. No spotlight, no grandeur, just close family and a handful of dear friends. In the garden behind their home, he decorated with white and blue balloons, swaying gently in the breeze. A long table, draped in a pure white cloth, stood ready, and at its center gleamed a 3-tiered cake, crowned with the number 8 candles, shimmering like tiny stars. When the boy ran outside and saw it all, his eyes widened in wonder. "Dad, did you do all this for me?" Sam knelt down, wrapped him in a strong embrace, and whispered, "Everything I do is for you." At that moment, the actor known worldwide returned to his simplest, truest role, a man giving his child unconditional love. The celebration sparkled with joy. The children chased one another across the grass, their laughter ringing through the evening air. Some of Sam's colleagues from Outlander sent touching video messages. Caitriona Balfe, his longtime co-star, smiled warmly into the camera and said, "Happy birthday, my dear boy. You are the brightest star in your father's life. May you always stay strong and full of light." The boy's smile glowed as he waved toward the screen, and Sam, standing beside him, silently gave thanks for such genuine affection from his friends. As the sun dipped and golden light filled the garden, the boy leaned over the cake. Closing his eyes, he made a secret wish, then blew out the flickering candles. Cheers erupted, hands clapped, and Sam pressed a tender kiss to his son's hair, his heart surging with pride and gratitude. Nobody knew what the boy's wish had been, but for Sam, seeing his son's radiant smile was all the answer he ever needed. When the guests left and the laughter faded into quiet, father and son sat together in the garden, gazing at the stars slowly appearing in the night sky. The boy looked up and asked softly, "Dad, why do you love me so much?" Sam's eyes glistened in the starlight as he replied, "Because you are a part of my heart. Since the moment you arrived, I've understood the true meaning of love. Out there I may be someone in the spotlight, But here with you, I am simply your dad, and that is who I truly am." The boy hugged him tightly, whispering back, "I love you the most too." That morning's post, which had seemed like nothing more than a father's small birthday wish, had blossomed into something larger. Messages from fans continued to pour in, some from fathers recalling their own moments, some from children remembering the embrace of their parents. Sam's words had unknowingly created a bridge, spreading warmth from one father's heart to millions around the world. As night deepened, Sam tucked his son gently into bed, pulling the blanket close around his small shoulders. The warm glow of the nightlight shone upon the boy's peaceful face. Sam held his little hand, whispering like a vow carved into eternity. "You will always have me everywhere in every moment." And in that stillness, Sam understood fame awards, and the fleeting brilliance of the screen might fade, but one truth would forever remain: the boundless, everlasting love between a father and his child. And so when the house finally grew silent, Sam sat for a while longer in the doorway of his son's room, listening to the steady rhythm of his breathing. Outside, the wind rustled softly through the trees, carrying with it the echoes of laughter from earlier in the day. Sam knew that tomorrow would bring new responsibilities, new scripts, and new roles waiting for him under the harsh lights of the stage. But tonight, nothing else mattered. He realized that the greatest legacy he could ever leave behind was not the films, nor the awards, nor the fame that the world tied to his name. It was this: being the steady hand his son could hold, the voice that would always answer, the presence that would never falter. In that quiet room, Sam whispered to himself, as much as to the universe, "No matter where life takes me, my son will always know he is my first role, my truest role, and the one role I will never stop playing." And under the gentle glow of the nightlight, father and son remained bound by an invisible thread, stronger than time itself, love eternal and unshakable. And dear friends, perhaps that is the truth we all need to be reminded of. Fame may fade, applause may quiet, and even the brightest spotlight will one day go dark. But love, the kind of love Sam Heughan gives to his son, outlives it all. It is in the simple things: a birthday cake lit by trembling candles, the warmth of an embrace in the garden, or a whispered promise before sleep. Those moments are the ones that shape us, that linger long after the noise of the world has passed. So tonight, as we close this story, maybe we too should pause and ask ourselves, who is the person we love most in this world? And have we told them today? Because in the end, it isn't the roles we play or the titles we hold that define us. It is the love we give and the love we choose to protect that becomes our truest legacy.